Luka Doncic has everyone talking about the Lakers, the Mavs, and even his bromance with Austin Reeves. But he's got NBA legends saying some crazy things too. And you can't blame them. The numbers have just been crazy.
Luka Doncic had 24 points in the first quarter. I mean, had 30 at halftime with 6 assists. The brother's looking spectacular and a clear, one of the top candidates for league MVP honors.
With every win, Luka is not only looking like an MVP, but his numbers are looking more like Wilt Chamberlain. And what's more, the Lakers are suddenly looking like championship contenders again. So, let's look at 5 crazy things NBA legends are saying about Luka Doncic. Did you know that Shaquille O'Neal used to be a Luka Doncic hater?
Like Luka's game?
I like Luka. Luka can play. If you could pass my hate test and then still go.
What's a hate test?
Like Steph Curry, I was like, that shit lucky. He keep doing it. That shit lucky. Find the point. All right, this can play. I used to hate Luka until I seen him play. I'm like, this white boy all right.
For a big man who came from an era where you had to be either big or athletic, he just didn't see how Luka could work his magic in America. But all that changed in no time. But that's just what Luka does. He converts haters, trash talkers, even doubters to believers. For instance, Stephen A. Smith, like many other pundits, didn't think much of the Lakers coming into this season. But now, he's reconsidering.
And Luka Doncic just looking the way that he's looking, which is nothing short of spectacular, has you looking at the Lakers a little bit differently right now.
How did a player with little athleticism, no elite speed, or a 40-inch vertical become so feared? It's simple. He kills you with angles, hesitation, patience, and pure understanding of the game. That skill is why he's averaging over 35 points per game, leading the Lakers to one of the best records in the league, and dropping signature moments like revenge games against Dallas. Because the truth is simple. You can hate Luka Doncic, you just cannot stop him. However, his ability to punish doubters becomes even more terrifying when you realize something else legends are saying. Something about how he can miss a week and look like he never left.
I always hated missing games. I always felt like I missed a few days. I came back rusty. I didn't feel right. My wind wasn't right. The same rhythm as before, right from the get-go, has a great rhythm, making all the shots. I mean, incredible.
Dirk Nowitzki is one of those NBA legends whose one ring seems like the equivalent of 4 because of what he had to overcome. But here he is, pointing at something so rare in Luka Doncic, and he was talking about a very real pattern. Luka can miss a game, miss a week, miss a chunk of time, and the moment he steps back on the floor, he looks like he's already 8 possessions ahead of everyone else. This season gave us the perfect example. Early on, Luka missed time with a finger sprain and a lower leg contusion. The Lakers held him out, rested him, and tried to be cautious. And then, on the night he returned, he walked back into the lineup like he pressed a resume on a video game. 41 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks, 1 steal, plus 25 in a blowout win. And the craziest part? He started the game hitting everything. Step backs, post fades, deep threes. He did it all, and Dirk just finds this rhythm control so crazy. But that control brings us to the next thing the legends are saying about him, which might be the most respected compliment a superstar can get. In the NBA, there are scorers, there are playmakers, and then there are players who decide the pace of the entire night the moment they cross half court. But Blake Griffin was able to put his finger on it.
We're watching something that's truly unbelievable. We touched on it last week, but his ability to control the speed of the game is just unmatched.
Unmatched is not an exaggeration. Watch Luka for 5 minutes and you'll see defenders start at full speed, then hesitate, then lunge, then freeze, then step back, then get sealed, then get forced to switch into matchups they didn't want. And everything he does is at a pace that feels slow to the eye, but deadly to the scoreboard. He is 26 and already playing the game with the patience of a 10-year veteran. And such patience on a player just entering his prime can be confusing to defenders. And that confusion leads straight into the next crazy thing that a legend and current coach of an opposing team said about Luka.
Whatever we try to do with Luka, switch, fire, blitz, like he just picks us apart. Just a tough cover. Just trying to, mix it up, show him different looks, but he's a great player and he took advantage of it.
And you just wait to hear how Blake Griffin confirms this. But listen, when one of the best defensive coaches in the league says that, you know the problem is bigger than the scheme. Luka isn't just scoring on defenses, he's solving them. And here's what makes it worse.
Also, I think you touched on it. He also is getting people involved. He's hitting shots. It's not just him hunting shots every time down the floor. He's making the right play. That is a nightmare for defenses.
That combination is the matchup from hell. Luka knows when to score. He knows when to create. He knows when the defender is leaning an inch too far. He knows when the help is late by half a second. And that's why nothing works for long. Nothing sticks. Nothing slows him down. Because Luka isn't reacting to the defense. He's dictating what the defense must do next. And the numbers are proof that Luka is that rare superstar who attacks matchups, schemes, angles, and psychology all at once. And that dominance leads directly into the last crazy thing that NBA legends are saying about him. And this one has even Dirk shaking his head in disbelief. I mean, can you imagine playing so great that you get compared to the NBA's master of records? Dirk Nowitzki isn't just seeing Luka's numbers as MVP numbers. He's seeing someone who's doing things the league hasn't seen in over half a century.
I figured he was going to have a good season, but I didn't think he was going to be in these astronomical numbers, tying records from Wilt Chamberlain. So, I mean, he's rolling and, yeah.
Astronomical is the perfect word, because Luka isn't just stacking 30-point nights. He's way past that. He is averaging over 35 points per game, which is something else entirely, even by the modern NBA standards.
Scoring is up. Scoring is up this year in the league. It's people scoring 120, 130. So
I believe he can do it.
Free throws are up.
Exactly.
I mean, that definitely helps the scoring. So, but to average 40 over a whole season is a lot.
Dirk is a 20-year Hall of Famer with one of the greatest scoring arsenals ever, and even he thinks what Luka doing is surreal. This isn't normal scoring. This is generational. This is historic. This is the kind of season people 20 years from now will bring up during debates and say, yeah, but do you remember Luka in 2025? But all of this dominance still leads to one question, one that every analyst, legend, and former MVP keeps asking. If Luka continues at this level, what does it mean for the Lakers this season? Shaq said it best, and he said it with that tone that lets you know he's half impressed and half warning the rest of the league. Because that's the real story behind all these crazy quotes. Luka isn't just putting up Wilt-like numbers, he isn't just breaking defensive schemes or converting his biggest critics into believers. He has turned the Los Angeles Lakers into a legitimate championship threat again. So now the question isn't, is Luka incredible? We're past that. Everyone knows the answer. The question is, are the Lakers about to ride this once-in-a-generation season all the way to another banner? Or do you think they'll run out of steam in the playoffs like they did last season? Let us know in the comments. But now that you know what the legends think of Luka, how about his teammates? If you want to find out some of the craziest stories about Luka from teammates, then watch this video next.